In my vlog, you're going to see two new things. One's a brand new lure rod, just about to be released, and one's a fish I've never caught in my life. Stay tuned, let's get into my intro, let's get fishing, let's showcase a new rod and a new fish on this video.
Welcome to Fishing Dorset Live.
Welcome back to the world's second biggest natural harbour. I'm out here on a Sunday morning. It's about 5:30 on a neat tide with the tide slowly coming in. And you know full well, if I'm here, I'm chasing bass, and that's exactly what I'm doing. If you watched the video before this, I had a brilliant session. Every session's different. I'm not guaranteeing any fish today. Weapons of choice? No, you're wrong. I'm not on the Bass Attack. I am on the new Shaman Lure. High carbon. She's a 9-footer. And she is, I did see it a second ago, I think it's 12 to 24 gram. I've mated it up with a Black Rock Callisto, 14-pound braid. Down to a fluorocarbon, down to a pachinko. Not a pachenko, a pachinko. So this is my first time using this rod. It's light, very light. Now this rod is gonna help a lot of people. If you wanna get into bass fishing, you are not gonna believe the price on this rod. Now don't quote me on this, right? I could be wrong, but I don't think I am. This rod is £60. I don't know how they do it, I really don't. I mean, this rod don't come out to the end of July, I think it is. So don't quote me on the price, but I'm here, I'm gonna give it a bash. Today, I've got 2 cameras. It's gonna be a nightmare to edit, but I'm gonna try my best today and try and capture a top water take. That's the whole idea of these 2 cameras. So let's get into this video. I can't wait to see what this rod's like compared to my Bass Attack, which I absolutely love. And I think the Bass Attack's about £140 still, and it's one of my favourite rods now. I've used it for over a year and it's well proven. So let's get into this video. Smash that like, smash that subscribe, leave a comment. Any questions, put them in the comments as well, guys. So let's get out with the first cast. I'll switch over to the second camera. It looks like it might rain, so let's get into this before it does. Right, we're going in for the first cast with the new Shaman Lure rod. Let's see what it's like for casting. Let's go. Brand new lure on there. Huh. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. It's a very light rod. 2-piece, 9-foot. I have got my Bass Attack as well. Oh, I say it's brand new braid, 14-pound braid. So it needs wetting up. I've come down a little bit early. Normally I come down an hour. So I come down yesterday, had a cracking session, and I normally come an hour after the first day to catch the tide, roughly where it is yesterday. But I was awake. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with this at all. Now people say, oh, you could be biased because you're sponsored by Black Rock. I don't think so. If I use it, I'll say exactly what I want to say. And for a budget rod, this is pretty sweet. And this will get a lot more power. I just spooked a mullet right in front of me there. Hopefully the camera picked it up. You can see the swirl on the water there. Spooked a big mullet. No problem getting this lure out there. This is very nice action on it. This is quite a quick recovery on the tip as well. Very nice. So the braid's all nicely wetted up. Just make sure I've got a little bit of drag on the reel there. Well, there's no problem getting that there out. But let's see if the bass are biting like they were yesterday. It's really warm as well. It was like 19 degrees on the way down here at like 5:30 in the morning. And I see a lot of people say, oh, why'd you keep fishing locally? Well, I am fishing Dorset Live, and this is local to me. And if you're catching fish, why would you go anywhere else? Little nipper up there's just got a nice bass by the look of it. Somebody else is fishing there. There's only one person here this morning. But there we go. This is the new rod from Black Rock Fish Zone. So big thanks to Matthew for letting me have the prototype rod. Yeah, he's got a nice little bass by the look of it. Well, this rod is doing exactly what it's supposed to do. And like I say, don't quote me on £60, I'm pretty sure it is £60. But it's pretty good. So I'm going to get into a bit of fishing. Hopefully I can bring you back. Hopefully we can get in a few fish. Done a bit of a booby there. I said 12 to 24. It's not, it's 12 to 42 gram. I've been using both rods. Nothing's chasing yet. But this cast's really nice. But yeah, 12 to 42 gram. So it's a more than capable rod. There's a young kiddie probably next to me. He's probably about 14, 15. So he's got up early to come out here this morning. But if there's no fish today, it don't matter. I'm out trying the new lure rod. There's a bit of floating weed about this morning. But it's not bad. It's better than it has been, that's for sure. This whole bay was covered in weed a few times. But this, I'll tell you what, if this rod is 60 quid, but don't quote me on that, this is an absolute steal of a buy. Problem is, you throw the lure out, you think you're getting a bass follow, and it's not, it's a mullet. Or you literally cast it out, hit the water next to a mullet, and you spook it, and then you get a big splash, and your heart starts going, thinking you're into a bass. But it would be nice to christen this rod. I'm only slowly working out there this morning. It's not a big tide, so I've not got to work that there too hard. The mullet are literally everywhere. And as you bass anglers know, if the mullet are there, the bass are there. But at the moment, I've had nothing follow. I've got a big mullet right down in front of me. And if I actually put my glasses on, I'd see it. But first impressions of this rod, I'm impressed. I'm not a professional, but I do enough bass fishing every week. There's a little bow wave behind the lure. Let's put a pause in there. Come on, let's christen this rod. Yeah. Oh! Yes! Fish on, guys. Wow. Oh, he's fighting well on the water there. Oh, she's a nice one. Wow. Beauty. Cool, she's a feisty one. Huh. The lures come straight out. Wow. Hook sat in the fingers. What a way to showcase that rod. Of course, she's a fighter, that one. Wow. Oh, so are the bow wave, guys. Welcome to the new Shaman lure rod. That is absolute beauty. She's well over 42. I ain't gonna bother measuring it. I ain't gonna waste my time. But that is a beauty. Welcome to the new Shaman lure rod. She's been christened. Oh, he's just had a poo. Oh, he's having another poo. And another poo. Right, let's get him back, guys. Couldn't be happy with that. There's a lot of weed here, so I'm gonna have to throw this in. I hate to do it, but I've got to throw him in to the deeper water. But happy days. There he goes. Beautiful. Happy days indeed. What a fish to christen that rod with. So what I've done is I've spun the camera around. Hopefully we could get a take. Like I say, I am using 2 cameras, so the footage should be from 2 cameras. Obviously the audio will be different. There you go. You've seen the casting and you've seen the christening of the Shaman. That handled that fish superb. That fish was well over 42. Good cut the pan as well. Couldn't be happier with that. I saw the bow wave, but I don't have the cameras on. Just getting used to like the new rod. Couldn't be happier with that. Bit of content for the video along with a new rod. No struggling there. Will the Bass Attack go into retirement? That's the question. No issue. This is beautiful casting rod. Just hope I can get a capture on the hit on the top water. It's just so hard. It's how long you're going to take to get a fish. I mean, I've probably been here, what, half an hour-ish, maybe a little bit more. But that was a beautiful fish to start the session. Hopefully the GoPro caught the action, but the action, it makes you smile, and I ain't stopped grinning yet. but I think it's going to rain. It's not looking good. Let's put a little bit of a pause in that. Turn my other GoPro off. Whack, whack. The old duck going past. Bit of housing sauce. There's a lot of fish working out there. Oh, the old duck's back. But a beautiful action in the rod, bent over. You can't grumble at that. Happy days indeed. Nicely christened. Beautiful. I think I've hooked a mullet, guys. On the shaman. Look at the action in that tip. No way! I've caught my first ever mullet on a lure. No way! I've turned the radio mics off just to save the battery. Let me get this fish off and I'll bring it back, guys. This is my first ever mullet on the Shaman as well. Oh my God. This is my first ever mullet, and I wonder if the Shaman's helping me out here. I am so chuffed to get that. Look at it. Seaman said, give me a subscribe. If that's not worth the effort, and a beautiful showcase of the new rod. I am so made up, guys. It's untrue. I'm gonna get this one back. Happy days. Well, the wind's picking up a little bit. What I've done now, probably moved about 15 metres down from where I was. It's just gone really quiet. There's still a lot of mullet. Yes, the mullet was foul hooked, but I caught it and I landed it, and I'll take it. It's a fish I'd never caught, and I've not stopped grinning since. It's not the way I wanted to catch one, but what's the old saying? Don't look a gift horse in the mouth. So I'm on my bass attack now. So the Shaman I've christened with a beautiful bass, absolutely cracking bass, and a mullet. And that rod's proven to me this morning it can handle what's been thrown at it. Now I'm pretty sure I'll get one more bass out of here. You get that feeling when you go fishing. I don't know whether it's just me or anybody else. Put it in the comments. Do you ever get that feeling when you go fishing? You're not going to catch, and then other times you go fishing and you know you're going to pull something out of the bag. But I have changed a few things over the last few days of my fishing. Just a little bit finesse. Making the lure work slower with the tide. And over the last 2 days, it's proven the right move. Obviously, sometimes you will need to work it quick, other times slower, but on a neat tide, just slowing that lure down has worked for me. But it'd be nice just to get now on this video a capture of a bass hitting off the top water lure, and it's what attracted me to bass fishing. It's just that anticipation. I've said before, the anticipation of watching a bow wave and watching that hit, and sometimes you don't even get a bow wave, it just smashes from underneath. But if you see a bass chase it and it hits your lure, and it don't take that, oh, I don't know, there's a little bass there, or I just spooked a little mullet. And now I've forgot what I was saying. But yeah, just all about finesse, honing your skills. Old racetrack. But it's now 8 o'clock in the morning. The rain's held off. Oh, that's what I was saying, yeah. Oh, there was a bass just come up on my lure then. Yeah, he's still there. Put a pause in the lure. But what I was gonna say is, if you get a bass hit that lure, don't keep pulling that lure. I seem to find, giving it a second pause and then gently rattling it away, they'll come back and smash that lure. Because what happens is, that bass will come and whack that lure, thinking it's a fish, and they know, I think it's with the gills, because the gills are razor sharp, and they hit the fish, stun it, and then what they do, handbrake turn, come back, and then they smash it. That's my theory of it. I think that's what they do. But this has been one exciting journey for me, and this is one type of fishing now I absolutely love. It's just so addictive, and I just can't wait to get out. But yeah, I'm just sort of now honing my skills. I think I'm in about a year now of lure fishing. Let's see if we can get a bass. I'm in my last like 15 minutes of fishing. I've come back down near my van because I left my drinks in the van. But this morning it has been really good testing the new rod, catching them fish. I lost 2 good bass as well, messing around with the camera. I couldn't get the camera on. I slacklined the lure. And I lost the fish. But here, the weed's probably about 3 metres off the shoreline. So you get the lure close. And you get hooked in the weed, so you will get weed on the retrieve. Wind's picking up. It's just rained. I'm just going to get the last 15 minutes, then I've got to go Tesco's. But it's been a good morning. The new rod, what can I say? It's worth every single penny of what it goes up for. Now, without seeing the prices of the reels, I think you can get that lure rod, the Shaman and a Callisto, I'm pretty sure, for under £100. And I think that rod comes out the end of July. So if you don't want to spend a lot of money on a decent lure rod, I say not decent, it is a decent rod, but you know what I'm saying, it's priced for a very good market of people. If you're a bit tight on money, for less, I think it's for less than £100, you can't go wrong on that combination. I'm finishing off on my Bass Attack, but like I say, that wind's picked up. But thanks for joining me for my Sunday morning. So I fish from 5:30 now till nearly 9:45, and I'm going to get out of here so I can get in Tesco's nice and early before it gets rammed. So a big thank you to Matthew at Blackrock for letting me test these rods, filming these rods, and for the massive support he's given me over a year and a half, 2 years on my channel. So, my opinion, that rod is mustard. I've shown it in action. I've showed you, thankfully, 2 good fish on that rod. Beautiful action, fast recovery. It's worth every blooming penny. So I'm gonna call it a day now, guys. Massive thank you for watching. Hope you enjoy this one, and my very first mullet as well. So catch you soon, guys. Laters.